What's good, YouTube? I don't know why tears you got down my face, bro. Come on, come on. I don't know why tears you got down my face. I have a topic that I want to talk about, but the tears you got down my face. This has never happened before. I'm tricked out. I waited like 30 minutes, like for 30 minutes straight. I got down praying, right? I said, whatever topic I'm going to talk about is what I'll talk about once I sit on my podcast setup, right? And I go on TikTok, and then it's just boom, 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 and I'm been sitting here trying to collect myself and be chill and smooth so I can deliver, but tears be done like my eye. I keep getting ocean eyes and that. Hold on, come on, let's do this. Um, what's good, Humble Beast Podcast? Welcome back to another episode of the Humble Beast Podcast. Uh, Today we're gonna talk about some interesting things. One thing, I just the goal is to be on topic and finish the whole thing before moving jumping onto a different topic, a different idea. I pray I can keep this concise and I can elaborate on what I am trying to deliver to you guys so you can understand what I'm trying to say. Boom. Um, a lot of women want to get married. Is the topic. A lot of women. Wait, a lot of women, yes, and I've had the pleasure of um, having conversations with women, right? They want to get married, and a lot of them are single but want to get married, right? They want to get married, but they're doing single things, right? Instead of preparing for marriage, instead of preparing to be the person, to be the person that will one day be married, right? They are too busy doing single things, and the excuse is because I'm single. I can do what I want. I can show my body. I can do this, that, and the third because I am single. Yet they want to get married. How can you? How do you think that? What type of attention or male do you think that's going to attract? Do you think it's going to attract somebody who you want to get married to, or somebody who's lusting over you? And they will complain and say, "Oh, all they want to do is lust over me. All they want to do is this." Okay, well, what type of energy are you putting out there? What type of vibe are you putting out there? How are you posting yourself? What are you wearing? What are you saying? What are you doing? What are you listening to? What are you feeding into? A lot of women just don't put in the work, don't do the work to be a wife. They wait to put in the work. They wait for the man to come, put a ring on them, and then they can become a wife. Out of all the billah, that's not how it works, bro. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You can't sit here, ladies. You cannot sit here and do single stuff and get mad at the fact that you still haven't found the right one, the husband, and get mad at the fact that you're still getting played by these guys. You cannot get mad because you're not on the path of becoming a wife. You're on the path of being a girlfriend and doing single things, and doing single things that only comes with attention, male attention, male different attention from male that you do not want, that you may not want, because if you're on the path of trying to become a wife, yet you're doing single things, that's not how it's going to work. It's not going to work for you. You're not going to find the husband. You're not going to find the guy. The husband is not going to find you. It's going to be hard for him to find you, and he won't even be looking for you because the husband is looking for a wife, not somebody who's waiting for a man to come to turn her into a wife. Don't leave me. The man is looking for a wife, not for someone to turn into a wife. Therefore, you must already come equipped a wife. You must already be a wife. You understand? Man, them had to talk, yeah. I had to talk with I was talking to this. I was talking to someone on the phone, yeah. And then boom, boom, boom. Like I said, this. She said, "Oh, I can do what I want. I'm single. I'm now free. I can do this. I can do that." But she still has she wants to get married. She wants to get married one day. But what she doesn't understand is that you're postponing that blessing. Yo, it's gonna take longer for you to get married, to find the guy that's going to marry you for you. because you're still doing single things. You're not preparing yourself to be a wife. You're not getting yourself ready to be a wife. You're so fixated on living off the world, showing your body on the internet, living on the internet, doing this, that, and the third, and then just waiting for that. See, that's the rubbish I don't like. That's the mindset I don't like. It's he's gonna have to love me for me, and if he doesn't love me for me, then he's missing out. But you want the husband, right? The husband is not. You have to be a wife already. He doesn't come into your life and make you the wife. You have to be the wife already. You understand? That means in your single days, as you're single right now, if you're a single woman, if you're a single man, if you're a single woman, you have to be preparing yourself to be a husband or a wife one day. You have to be preparing yourself to be a husband or wife one day. Because if you don't do that, it is going to postpone your blessings. It is going to, it is that person you will not. It will take you longer to find this person than you would have if you had already been working towards becoming a wife or becoming a husband. Is that which is this interesting thing about women, right? You will meet them when you meet a woman. When she's not in a relationship, she dresses how she wants. She dresses in a single way. She dresses in a provocative manner. She dresses in a modest way. To me personally, I believe is to get validation from other people, men, women, especially men. But she will disagree and tell you I'm looking good for my friends, which is false. I'm looking good for myself, which is false. Because if you want to look good for yourself, you could have just put those clothes on, looked in the mirror, took pictures, and left it at that. But no, you decided to post on your private page. You decided to put for you page, hashtags for you, hashtag viral. You understand that? You decided to do all of that and then put out your best outfit, pop out, go out with your friends to a club. Really? Like, are you really that delusional? I'm not giving into that, bro. That's not gonna work. You're not dressing for yourself, bro. You're dressing for for the male gaze, for the female, the male gaze. That's what it is. But you want to sit here and lie to yourself and say, "No, I'm dressing myself." If that was the case, you would have definitely put that outfit on in the house and left it at that and never step out the crib with it. Let us not be delusional. So, what I've realized, what I've noticed is that a lot of women who aren't in a relationship will dress not promiscuous. They will dress in an immodest way, right? And then when they get in a relationship, they will then begin to cover up. When they get in a relationship, you know what happens there, right? When you dress in an immodest way, that only attracts men who want to lust over you. It doesn't attract a man who. It's very rare for a man who isn't lusting over you to come find you dressed like that and then say, yes, I want you to be my girl. I want you to be with me. Right? It is very rare. Unless it's his potential in you, then that's gonna happen. But that's very rare. And so women get in a relationship and then they start to dress differently. They start to dress more modest. But my thing is, because they'll dress more modest when they get in a relationship and then get out of the relationship and then go back to the old ways of dressing. Ladies, you have to want to dress modest already. When you get in it, you be modest already. Because because let's say you get in a relationship, you start to dress modest, you get out, you start to dress immodest again. What was the whole point? What was the whole reason? Why? Because you're over here lying and it's looking as though you're like, oh yeah, I'm a different person. Look at me, I'm dressed modest. And then as soon as you're single, you go out, start to wear booty shorts and crop tops and napkins and things of that nature. Like I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't do things because you think it's gonna please your mans. Okay, that sounds wrong. No. Actually, do things that will please your people, please each other. I'm saying. That's the problem. That's the problem. The reason why you relapse is because when you were single, you were dressed like this. You were. That's how you were dressed, right? Because when you get in a relationship, you then try to dress more modest. But then you're gonna, as soon as you get out, you're going to relapse. It's the same thing as getting married. Like you're getting married, you have to be a wife before getting married, before finding a husband. The husband's going to find you. He finds you, not you find him. He is going to find you. So you have to prepare yourself into be. You have to get yourself be ready to be a wife before the husband finds you. Understand? Only then, only then will you be better prepared to serve this person, to serve this man, and only then will he. And men to men as well. You have to be a husband first. You have to be a husband first, so you can better serve each other. Because otherwise, you're gonna be bumping heads, and you're gonna keep living off the world, and you're gonna keep falling back into sin and lust and things that you should, as things that aren't no things that aren't normal, right? Essentially, what I'm saying is you have to already become you have to already be that, so that you don't have to bump heads when the time comes. You don't have to then adjust and try to become a wife in the midst of you getting married, in the midst of you already being married, and then you try to learn the ways of a wife and how to be a wife and how to treat your husband, this that, and the third. Like, that's just straight fugazi. I have a verse for you that I'm going to read. It is where we at? It is. Let me find that. Okay? Hold on. All right. The verse is Proverbs. I think it's Proverbs 18, verse 22. It reads, "He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord." He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the world. It says, "He who finds a wife," not he who finds a girl who turns into the girlfriend who he proposes to and then becomes the fiancée and then becomes the wife. It says who he who finds a wife finds a good thing. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. Where we at? Find out. Come on. I just lost the verse. Goodness gracious. He who finds a wife finds a beautiful thing. Well, okay, it's who he finds a wife finds a good thing. Not who he finds a girlfriend. Not he who finds a girl that he finds attractive. That he then makes his girl, then makes fiance, and puts a ring on her, then becomes a wife, finds a good thing. No, that's a whole. You see how much steps you have to take? You have to be a wife already, and you have to be a husband already. That's OD. That's a lot of like steps that you have to take. But that's evidence right there. He who finds a wife finds a beautiful thing. Not he who finds a girl that he's attracted to. This, that, and the third, and then boom, 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 and then it is not the ring that makes you a wife. You all know that, right? It is not the ring that makes you a wife. A lot of you people are like so. Oh my God, he has to buy me the biggest rock. Oh my, whatever, bro. What? Oh my gosh, my dress, bro. What? The dress don't mean nothing. The ring don't mean nothing. It is the character. Who are you when you're angry? Who are you when things aren't going your way? That is what makes you a wife. How do you handle situations that are meant to break you guys apart? How do you handle stressful situations? How are you when things aren't going your way? Huh? That is what makes you a wife. Not the ring, not the wedding, not the venue. It is your character that makes you a wife. It is your personality that makes you a wife. It is your heart. It is the way you treat others, the way you treat yourself. It is your character that makes you a wife. Not the ring, bro. Not the ring, not the wedding, not the venue. None of that. It is your personality. It is your character that makes you a wife. It is your character that makes you a wife. A lot of you got so deep, got caught up into the depths of getting a ring and flashing it around and putting on a wedding dress and doing this, that, and the third, and which is cool. That's calm, like as you should. But are you a wife? Because just that garment, that thing you put on, doesn't make you a wife. Are you a wife? Without that, without the ring, without the garment, that's just a blessing. That's just a cherry on top. The ring, the garment, the wedding thing, the wedding gown, all of that. That's just a blessing. But are you a wife? Without that, without the ring, without the garment, without the wedding dress, are you a wife? That is what essentially you should be asking yourself. Instead of rushing and trying to wear the ring and the dress and the venue and the catering and this and that. People put more emphasis on the people. I've been to like 3 weddings, and people put so much emphasis on the event itself and on the physical aspect of the wedding itself, rather than the person up here, rather than the mental, rather than character. Because marriage is a big commitment, bro. It is a big commitment, bro. Wallahi billahi, bro. Marriage is scary because it is a big commitment. It is big, what you basically, because nowadays we made marriage seem like it's very surface level, but it's a big commitment, bro. Basically, what you're saying is, bro, to death do us apart. Not even death, to eternity, bro. Like for the rest of my life on this planet, it's me and you. I'm gonna keep waking up and picking you. It don't matter how hot your breath is when you wake up. It don't matter how loud you snore when we asleep. It don't matter how stinky your feet are. It don't matter how cold your feet are. It don't matter how. It don't matter. I am here with you to death, eternity. I'm here. That's a big commitment, and you have to be already come prepared. Because the ring doesn't make you a wife. It is your character. It is your personality. It is you as a person. That is what makes you a wife. Who you are as a person. It is what makes you a wife. You should. So basically, what I'm saying is the ring shouldn't make you a wife. The ring, the garment, all of that stuff, the bridesmaids, the people, the folks. That stuff don't make you a wife. That stuff may give you the little things that make you feel like a wife, but it is your character, bro. How are you when the kids are just going crazy and the husband is not home? It's just you. How are you when the kids come home and they're asking you questions about what they learned in school and they're asking you about the birds and the bees? How are you when you're cooking and cleaning and the kids need a diaper change, the husband is not home, that one is sick and you're sick and the food is burning? How are you in those situations? That's what makes you, guys. You can't just marry anything, bro. Think about it. This is somebody you're gonna spend the rest of your life with. Now they've made a mockery of marriage. It's not mockery. My marriage is a real thing. It's a real thing. When you do get married, it's a long life commitment that you get into. Bro. It's a strong. It's a big covenant. Bro. It's a blessing to get married. Now imagine marriage can be a blessing and can be a curse, depending on who you choose to settle down with. So that is why you have to make sure this person is somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with. He who finds a wife finds a beautiful thing, not he who finds a girl he's attracted to, then makes his girlfriend, then makes his fiancée, and then makes his wife. No! Why are you taking these long steps, bro? Like, no, fam. No, bro. Like, guys, you have to strategically sit down and think, bro. This is chess. This is not checkers. This is chess. This is a grown man's sport. It's real life. You have to think, bro. This is coming from love. On both sides, genders, man, female. This is coming from love, care. I prayed prior to this conversation, and I wasn't gonna talk about this. I was essentially gonna come on here and talk about Adam and Eve. And instead, I came on here to talk about this instead. So you men, you have to think. Women, you have to think, bro. You have to think heavy and long. Like, can I see myself with this person for the rest of my life? Can I be around this person when it pisses me off and still love him? And when have you seen? Can I still want to be around this person when they're annoying me? can I still want to be in this person's presence? Can I still crave this person's presence after seeing all the bad qualities? Because there's no backing out. You guys in the states, they make marriage easy because you can't back out nowadays, and boom, boom, boom. Everybody's divorced, ha ha ha. Right, but essentially, it's eternity. So it's eternity. Me when I get married, cause I'll I oh I oof I oof I can't get divorced. We don't speak daddy. We don't. I oh. Lord have mercy, child. Please, I'll be oof. I oof. I don't know. Be luck back to sender. We're never getting divorced, fam. I will never get a divorce, bro. We're never. I will make sure this person is never even thinking about anything like. You first of all, you gotta think hard and long. Will this person ever cheat on me? Because that would result into a divorce, right? I'm saying I would never get divorced because the person I'm gonna get with, I'm going to think hard and long and see for myself. Like, would this person ever cheat on me? Would this person ever do this for me, or do this to me, or do anything to anger me, or do anything to make me act out of character? You have to think, and you have to be around this person, and you have to understand who they are and things that tick them, things that they don't like, things that they do like, and this and the third. So then you can kind of see, okay, I can see myself being with this person for the rest of my life with this with this quality that are being displayed. I can see myself being with them for the rest of my life. I can deal with that. I can handle that. She's more worthy. She's bigger. Those little qualities don't make her. She's bigger than that. She has way bigger quality that overshadows those little things. Even though those little things will get in the way sometimes. If she's bigger, if her personality and her character, her characteristic overshadows those little things, and you can handle it, and you can deal with it, by all means, bruv. Get on that, twin. Oh my days, bro. I was trying to tell you, twin. This been on my mind. This been on my head. This wasn't even on my mind, bro. This is just what I woke up to this morning. I prayed. I was gonna talk about Adam and Eve, and then I came here, and then I sat down. I prayed, and I told God, give me knowledge and wisdom to go talk about this topic. If this is what you want me to talk about, then this is what I'm gonna talk about. And then boom. And now I'm here, and now we're talking about this. So, ladies and gentlemen, please be ready. He who finds a wife finds a beautiful thing. He who finds a husband, we can also vice versa that. I don't know, it's not in the Bible, it doesn't say that, but he who finds a husband also finds a beautiful thing. It's not he who finds a boy or he who finds a girl who he then finds attractive, who she then finds attractive, who he then makes his girl, who she then makes a boyfriend, and who he then proposed to, then makes a fiancée, and then makes a wife. No, ladies and gents, it's not the ring that makes your wife. It's not the ring that qualifies you. It's not the ring. It's not the ring. It's not the garment. It's not that. And people put too much emphasis on these materialistic things that don't even matter. What you got to focus on is the mental thing, the mental, the spiritual aspect of things. Like that's what you have to think about. Okay, is this person good for your soul? Does this person want what's good for me? Can we work? How good are we when can teamwork? Can we work together and figure this out? Are we? Does this person understand that we're on the same team? How healed is this person? How healed am I? How healed are you? These are conversations and questions you should be asking one another when you get together. Because if you want to get married and you come in the middle, then you finding out that this person is not healed. Oh, that is like, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Anyways, this podcast is coming to an end. It's coming to a close. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm excited. I'm happy to keep dropping these videos. We're gonna keep dropping these videos into the end of time, until we run out of time, which is, we don't know when. But yes, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys want to see more. If there's anything you guys want me to articulate on more or talk about a little bit longer, let me know. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best with my delivery. So please bear with me. Thank you for watching once again. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Beast out.